The Australian government has introduced new laws that include mandatory jail time for those convicted of posting content deemed hateful online. In my opinion, it includes a broad and vague definition of what constitutes hate speech. It includes severe penalties for individuals, not just organisations or groups inciting violence. Before this, Australia already had strict laws addressing discrimination and incitement to violence. The Racial Discrimination Act of 1975, the Criminal Code Act of 1995, and various state laws already criminalised harmful speech that promoted real-world harm. This raises the question, was this new law necessary, or is it just an expansion of government control? One of the biggest concerns is the vague wording of the law. It states that any online post that could incite hatred may be considered a criminal offence. But who decides what incites hatred? What if one person finds something offensive while another does not? Could humour, sarcasm, or strong political opinions be misinterpreted? Democracy depends on free speech. When the government starts deciding what is acceptable to say, people begin to censor themselves out of fear. This leads to less open discussion, fewer critical debates, and a weaker democracy. Young people are the most at risk under these laws. They engage with online discussions more than any other age group. They use humour, slang, and memes that might not always be taken literally. They comment on social issues and challenge authority. This is not the first time we have seen speech laws with unintended consequences. In the United Kingdom, people have been arrested for online posts that were meant as jokes. In Canada, laws expanding hate speech protections have been criticised for potentially forcing individuals to use certain language or face legal consequences. These cases show that when governments start policing speech, the restrictions often expand beyond their original intent. The role of government should be to serve the people, not create fear. A law that makes people afraid to express their views is not progress. It is a form of control. Instead of criminalising speech, the government should focus on education over punishment. Digital literacy and responsible online behaviour should be encouraged. Social media companies should improve moderation without restricting speech entirely. Community-led discussions are more effective than broad legal penalties. If hate speech laws must exist, they should be clearly defined so they cannot be misused. At the end of the day, this law may not stop harm. It may simply give more power to those who control what can and cannot be said. If we want a society that values both respect and freedom, we must find a way to balance these concerns without threatening open discussion. What do you think? Does this law protect democracy or does it go too far? Let me know in the comments. Follow me for more insights and let's work together to protect respect and freedom for the next generation.